What happened to Flight 370 is hardest on the family and friends of the people who were on board. One man who knows just what they are coping with is Maarten van Sluys, whose sister died when Air France Flight 447 crashed into the Atlantic nearly 5 years ago. He joins us now from Brazil. And Maarten, talk to me about what went through your mind when this plane disappeared. I mean, you must know the anguish that the families are going through, having lived through this yourself. How hard has it been for you?
Yeah, good evening, Mike. As soon as we got noticed here in Brazil in the morning that this aircraft disappeared in the ocean, all our wounds went immediately open again. So all the people from the Air France flight families, which I am in touch with, they immediately started to call me and send messages saying that horrified by seeing something like terrible like that happening again.
And I know you've been in touch with the Flight 370 families. What kind of words of encouragement have you given them? What have you talked to them about? Because obviously, having gone through this experience, you know what a torturous journey this is going to be for them in many respects. What did you say to them?
Yes, I felt moved to go to Kuala Lumpur and see these people, meet them, and give them some words of hope. Of course, their case is a little bit different. If you walk around through Kuala Lumpur streets today, you see messages encouraging the families all the time. Let's pray for MH347. So they still hope to somewhere, somehow, to find these people, like to see their families again. It's completely different from our case, but it was very important and very specific for me to be there and see this candlelight celebration and being there and just sharing with them what they are feeling.
How are they holding up?
It has been very tough. Now they are very stressed up and tired. They are at home. They barely go to the press conference anymore because they were sent home and said, let's wait for the official reports. And there's nothing else more to do. And they are suspicious of everything that's been disclosed in the media. So they don't really think that people who are investigating the case are really on the right track. I understand they are very suspicious.
Now, Air France Flight 447, they did know where, the general area where it went down, but it still took a significant amount of time to find the black boxes there. In this
Two and a half
case,
years.
yeah, in this case, they don't really even know. I mean, they sort of have a general idea.
Yes.
Did you talk to them about that, and how difficult is that for the families?
Yeah, for some people of the families, they are still very concerned about the investigation and technical details. Most of them, of course, not, because they can't stand it. It's too much for them. But for the ones I understand are tracking and wants to follow what's going on, they understand we have today good technology, as we had by Air France. And even at that time, it took 2.5 years to find the black boxes. And the search area was really smaller than this time. So in general, they don't think that they will take less than another 2 to 5 years to maybe to recover something from the bottom of the sea.
What has the airline industry learned from your family's loss, the people who lost loved ones on Air France Flight 447, do you think?
In my opinion, not much, because we saw the recommendations at the final report from the Air France 447 case, and these recommendations were so evident, they did not bring anything really new for the aviation safety. I understand that, and the proof is that right 5 years after happened something again. So I really don't understand, for example, why does these black boxes are not they cannot float on the water when the aircraft crashes on the sea. If you have a continental flight today, you fly three-fourths of the period over the waters. So in the Air France case, we were not very satisfied with the measures that have been brought to aviation.
Well, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us and offering your thoughts this evening.